the background, Sharon.
Yes,
They're coming down the American flag and the Texas flag, honor guard, and lots of sirens.
Well, and our grand marshals for the parade today are Earl and Barbara McKinley. Couldn't be a more deserving couple in our community, always here for everyone. And we appreciate them, and I know you do too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Boy Scouts in that honor guard. And Army National Guard, see that?
Sure did.
And here come the Sheriff and Highway Patrol. And the
they could come right over here. Now he's upset. Okay, John.
And what's coming up next after all those fire? Here comes the fire department.
They're all here protecting us all the way. Oh, and they're running too close to the cars. Yes, they are.
Getting the candy.
Getting the candy. Getting the candy. There it goes on. You know, many of us don't see many of those very often, but by George, when you need them, they're there for you. And I tell you what, they keep their automobiles and vehicles incredibly spotless, constantly.
They have to clean them every time they go out. And talked to them on the coffee break one time, and they said sometimes it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning before we get those fire engines clean.
Oh dear. See that ambulance also. Our first responders. And waving their flags.
Fill the boot, MDA since 1954.
Helping others as always.
Association.
Here's the Wheatheart celebration, and I believe this may be.
This is the parade.
Grand Marshal Barbara and Earl McKinley. Barbara and Earl McKinley.
And the 1990 Mustang GT. It's a ragtop. Driven by Don Scholenbarger.
Here we have the Satellite, Perryton Satellite Center, a nonprofit entry with a pickup and trailer and the center's participants. And so here we are at Satellite Center, many times doing many things for our community. And many times we had a spring fling. The Lions Club has a spring fling for the whole bunch of those in the Panhandle. So they're here and waving to everybody. I see some of our buddies over there.
I want to give a big shout out to Adam Day for fixing up our brochure, letting us know just exactly what it is that is in this parade. Did a tremendous job this year. Thanks, Adam, and all the rest of the people involved. Amanda Cowan, she's co-chair. Felicia Garcia, regular entries coordinator. Maria Gonzalez, small bands coordinator. Michelle Updegrove, and I'll finish it up. Here comes the Lions Club Sweetheart.
Sweetheart, Maya Thrash. We serve, we serve. That's what they say from the Lions Club, and a lovely sweetheart of this year. The Seasons is right behind them, and our senior village participants are close down, many of them down to the old timers section, and we have this is a frenzy. This is a candy frenzy in front of us, and we haven't been able to do much about it. But anyway, I think he may start doing something about it. But we just want for their safety, but they're kind of on their own today. Coming up, John, what's that one? I believe that one is... We can't see it. Sammy's Beauty Salon, 314 Main, and they're F-15 in the parade, and it's a commercial entry with a silver GMC. There it is, bright and ever. We're waving them and they see it, so there they are. We couldn't find the number, but we did now. That's Sammy's Beauty Salon and Gonzalez Auto Lovato. And in between, we need to thank our sponsors for our parade, the hometown bank, Perryton National Bank. Following this parade,
there's Dusty Trail Arms. He helped sponsor our salutes during the Wheatheart of the Nation sharing.
Uh-oh, look who's coming up. Who do you think that is?
And short sleeve red shirts, Rangers marching band, and we're back live at the parade.
And we have a mock-up, I guess a marching Dr. Childress right there. His face is right there. Children's Seaward Clinic. They got a bunch of people on that.
That's a good-looking float.
That's a good-looking float.
Got a thermometer for the temperature, 99th all the way to the year 99th. And here comes First National Bank.
8 participants on this float. There they are, right here together. They're better together, Perryton, and the First National Bank. And here we have a car my size, John. It's one of the entries. I guess that's a little automatic. I don't know what kind of car it is.
Yeah, it's got some kind of a motor driving it. Cute deal. He's got him a sucker and just driving away. Coming up next is the hydromulch. Panhandle Pest Control, is that right?
See, the number on that one
Panhandle
was
Pest Control.
No, they're a turf maker, artificial turf. They've got that on the back of their car. Sprinkler systems and hydromulch, all of that. Right here in Perryton, Texas.
Custom Christmas lights, they do it all.
All of it.
Panhandle Pest Control. Coming up next is Perryton CrossFit. No, that's First Bank Southwest.
They're going on the numbers, John. We kind of have to find them. It's the F06, which would be First Bank Southwest. But that one's not right, is it?
Yep, that one is right.
F06?
Yep, F06.
All right.
Perryton 99. There's Brady out there.
Oh, there's Brady. So it is First Bank. Got a good group of people down here today. The old timers had a big bunch of that down there at 9th and Main, and we're just going. It's such a beautiful day. If you're listening at home, I wish you could be here. If not, we hope you can see it on the radio.
That's not Liberal. That's Winoka.
That's Winoka. Let's see where Winoka is. Right here. We can hear about them.
Winoka, Oklahoma. It's a small band entry, and the band under the direction is Aaron Place.
And they're the Railroader Marching Band. We're happy to have you here.
And got one trumpeter that's being pushed in a wheelchair. Looks like he had a little accident with his ankle there.
He's probably on the football team, too.
And had a cast on it, so nothing keeps a good troubadour down. Not even a broken ankle.
I think that's an F27 if they get close enough. Yeah, F27, and that happens to be on the list. If we can find it on the next page. It's supposed to be the Perryton Junior High, and I think it is. Hey, we're getting good at this, John. Way to go, girls. All of those cheerleaders out there. Oh, my goodness, and even the little ones.
The little ones there and sitting down.
Oh, my, well, I think so. Oh, now, John, here's me and news. John, I can fit it.
Looks like a Corvette, doesn't it?
That looks like a Corvette, and it's just my size. I don't think it's at Forest Ranch.
There's Mud Hut Rescue.
Mud Hut Rescue, my friends, with all the puppy dogs and wonderful rescue and adoption, foster care for the animals that aren't treated so well in our town.
Audra does a great job.
You better call 270-0266 and figure out how you can volunteer. She's needing some people in secretarial work, phone calling, photography, and looky here, the band goes by. She's got the great ones. Taking care of all of our pets that are in need of help. Audra Wells. Now that's a good-looking dog walking by him, isn't it? What is that, John? A bull mastiff?
Some kind of a bulldog.
Bull mastiff.
Yeah.
I've been out there talking to him. And look.
You've seen him before,
oh, yeah,
haven't you?
I have. I thought he's a manly dog. This is B23. Now, I don't know. Oh, those are the cars. Look at that beauty. Oh, well, look at those beauties inside that. John, tell me what kind of car that is.
Well, no, we'll just as soon as I read it.
Okay.
It looks like...
It's a beautiful navy blue color.
A Mustang. That's a Mustang. I don't
Bishop,
know.
I think it's from the Bishop...
Bishop Computers?
Bishop Computers.
1972 blue Mustang.
See, they told us. And there's a wagon with the kids. There's not a parade if you don't have a bunch of kiddos in it. And the wonderful parents and friends that pulled them down Main Street. This little girl has her own buggy by herself.
Yeah.
Now, F32.
That is La Cochinita de Terre. A commercial entry of a burgundy pickup.
There they are. They're one of our restaurants in town. Understandable, great food. If you haven't tried it, go out and see them and tell them thanks for having this. It's in our parade, a float from your company. Now, we have the orange and black. And, John, we'll go to these bands, and you see a number on them.
David says the bands drowned us out, so I guess we don't try to talk during it.
There they go.
Couldn't see the name of that one.
I think that was Minoka when I was trying to say that. So we have to get the name out. But and there's a pink, Thunderbird. Oh, look at that thing just swirling down. Oh, wouldn't you like to drive down Main Street in that? And here we have a V04. Look, there's Robert and Joe Humphreys driving a beauty. Look at them. I think that car was made for them, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And then here we have another V05, and there we know those drivers. They only got the best drivers in town. But there's a Thunderbird Club here. Jim Clark has had forever, and a lot of these cars belong to Jim and Penny. And it's always good to have them right out here in front of us where we can check them out and see how things are going. There they are. Look at that one. That's the Nailers. You recognize them in that red, cute car. What is that, John? Is that a Thunderbird too?
No, they're all Thunderbirds. It's a flock of birds.
A flock of birds, and you'd think I'd get that, but I didn't. Here we have some more people riding away. There's another Thunderbird.
This one's driven by Mark Childs and Sam.
And some of these, I think, there's Simon's, the V06. Now look at that baby. You could tell that's been shined.
Carrie and Cynthia driving the V06.
Yeah. Look at that. Well, that car was made for them. That's all I can say. And you know, to say I'll drive in the parade. You know, it's nice to come and see it, but boy, you're really doing something for your community when you decide I'll put my time and effort out.
They don't have a sign. It's R something.
Ringwood High School Marching Band, Ringwood, Oklahoma. Oh, we're getting it in here. They're the Red Devil Marching Band.
Did you say Ringwood, Oklahoma?
Yeah, it said the band is, just a moment. I just had them here a minute ago.
SB3?
Well, they're from Oklahoma. That's all I know. It was Ringwood or something.
Ringwood Red Devils.
Ringwood Red Devils.
All right. Coming up next is going to be F17, Sharon.
Yes, we're working on that one right now.
That's the Alice Theater.
Ah, yay. And looky there at that float with they got the equipment out there,
John. And they got the popcorn and the seats with holders. Somebody's just having a good old time. Kid sitting in the seat watching the movie.
I tell you what, that is definitely
projector and all. That's cool.
You don't need a name on that. You know who it is. It's our Perryton CrossFit. Now, I don't know many people that go to that because I don't think I could get through the door. But I understand if you want to be fit and healthy, this is the place you need to go. And we're glad they're here. And right behind that are some
I think those are the CrossFit participants.
And they look pretty fit. Look at there they go, driving their babies in some buckets too.
You see sweat?
Well, look here. Now, I tell you what. You see, oh, look who's pulling that.
We see shine.
That is a great float. Look at that.
At 99.
Oh, and that's the Oh, that is the great.
Being pulled by some guys.
I think that's pretty clever.
That's cool.
That's clever. You be fit. You be there.
Absolutely.
That's going to get.
Perryton CrossFit.
Yeah, that's one that's got the theme.
And we're about a half block between us and the next one. If I can see, which I can't, I think we're going to have to move next year.
No, I think we're just going to have to sit higher. I've decided that's what it's going to be. We can do that, no problem. And let's see who's coming here. F14, I think that might be the Interstate Bank. Can you see there? Interstate Bank is in a big Ford truck, so they must have a heavy float. 60 years now. They're being here for maybe their 60th anniversary. Let's see. Interstate Bank with lots of good-looking people on top of it. Throwing candy. We still have a patrol out here front. Oh, look here, we're getting a present.
Phone wallet.
Oh, darling, thank you. Go back. You're almost there. 60 years, Interstate Bank.
American flag and the
American Legion, I betcha.
Texas state flag leading the way as the honor guard for, this is F-16, Sharon.
Perryton Honor Guard. I knew it was military, but look at that float.
That's a good looking float. Wow, they worked on that thing, didn't they?
Flags.
There's Daryl Hickey sitting in there.
And he looks like he's sitting in a bunker. They've really gone all out to decorate that.
You bet they have.
Oh, Holt Revenge. Great float.
Got a large horn coming up behind them. This is going to be the Ranger football team.
Well, we don't need a number on that. They've been out, well, this weather hadn't been as bad as it has been, as you well know. But they're up there on the back of their truck. They're ready to go.
First game against Dumas next Friday.
Next Friday is when they'll be here. Be out there on the road.
Live on your country, KEYE.
There's a bunch of them. Cheerleaders and everybody. Oh, looky there. We've got a single there. I'm trying to see what the 01 Parker Sweeney is in driving that. He's going hog hot. He's got his. It's called Perryton Shines.
He's got him birthday cake.
He's got a birthday cake. And you know what? Parker Sweeney makes those. The Liberal Redskin Band. We know that they come in full costume, uniform array when they come out, no matter the heat. And they have a marvelous band. It's a big band. And they're always welcome to come and play in this wonderful celebration parade, and quite honestly, it's the best parade around.
Absolutely.
In or out of town.
Hopefully they'll stop and play a song for us.
But it's a big band, and our flag corps. And they're serious. They're focused. They may play any moment. They go. '57 Chevy over there, John, don't you think?
I believe you got it.
I got them Chevys. Who's driving? I can see from here, but it's somebody that knows what he's doing. That's the Perryton Office Supply Verizon Radio Shack. I bet that belongs to Mr. Simons, wouldn't you think?
I would say so.
All right. And here we have the Perryton Home Design Center. Our buddies down on the corner that always keep they come to our house all the time, cleaning up our house. They can come clean yours. A great service with their cleaning services. Also, any kind of flooring that you might need, you check out the flooring there and the carpets. We have number 014, and that's Perryton Home Design. They're still coming down the road. There they are.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I recognize those folks. They're throwing candy out. Don't you know it? Yeah, you know it.
These, we got little kids and big kids out in front just trying to get some candy.
And they don't care. We're going to have that worked out next year, aren't we?
One's got a sack full there.
Yeah, I think they're dragging it. It's kind of like a Halloween in August.
Yes, ma'am. We've got the Senior Village Nursing Home coming up here.
Yeah, and we saw them coming in their chairs. They're down there with our marvelous Old Timers reunion. And look at that float. That Perryton Shines in 99. Somebody's been doing some work on that.
Absolutely.
I bet they had a lot of people delegating and telling them where to put stuff, and they put it in the right place.
Perryton Shines at 99. They came up with a good slogan.
Look who's next. The Ochiltree County 4-H. Look at those guys with the green and white truck coming down Main Street, bicycle, walking, throwing candy. And, you know, that's a group of kids that serve constantly with other organizations besides their own 4-H projects. So they're definitely a plus for our community and for all of us who need help with labor, you know, like picking up chairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're my best friend.
The last bicycle almost got him a kid out there.
Uh-oh. Back up, please.
Let's see who we got here. What band we got here?
We're trying to see that band.
Spearman?
Spearman. Yep, it's Spearman, Texas, right across the way. Hey, I want to tell you, our local band's looking good. I'm glad I'm not judging.
Got a large tuba section.
Woo!
Got 7 tubas.
I want to tell you, that's a big budget in that band.
Yes,
but
it is.
You know, each one of these bands, because of the generosity of Bob Lemon, his family, and the Lemon Law Firm, have been carrying on this tradition for many, many years. And this year, we still had the 12. We've never been less than 11. And it continues to bring all these bands in. But what that Lemon organization did is they would award $1,000 for each band to come here. But it could be only used to in the working in the operations and the development of their music programs. So that's a double win for that generosity of the Lemon family and the Lemon Law Firm.
Equity Exchange. Got a good mock-up of a large equity grain storage. Lots of candy.
That's White Williams go-kart racing. Look at that. Oh, of course it's go-kart racing. Those right here in our parade. I don't think we've ever seen that one before.
Got it up on there on the truck and along with his trophies that he's won.
Yeah, White Williams go-kart racing. It's alive and well, so you know where to get your go-kart. And here we have that's one of those, some kind of a little roadster.
That's ASCO.
ASCO, and they're always very grateful to help with our PTCI. Yep. We need one of those, John.
Here comes all of ASCO. Got front end loader Mahindra. That's a new brand that I'm not familiar with, but they're selling them. 008 is...
another commercial float by ASCO. ASCO goes all the way down to 011, and I bet they're all in line. Of course, we're coming up here to a number, I see they're 010. That's still ASCO commercial, and the Mahindra tractor. These are trucks. Look at them. John, is that a front loader?
Front end loader on that thing. Yes, there is.
I'm learning one thing a year.
Brush hog on the back.
There we go. Always needed. And look at that sweet girl in that tractor.
She's having fun.
She's having fun because she could ride a tractor. And this is another ASCO. I bet she's one of the family.
Turpin.
Right red shirts.
outstanding band. Turpin's not a large city, and they've got probably 70 members in that band.
That was phenomenal. And how long have they been in school?
F-25, that's a North Plains electric truck.
Oh, they're
got some of the old wooden poles with wires between them and the insulators on them, the old insulators.
Get out of the street,
kids. Cool.
I'm telling you, we owe North Plains has been busy the last year or so with ice storms and windstorms and rain, and so they are definitely a plus for our community.
One of our old timers on our Voice of Perryton Past talked about, he thought it was like in '46 that REA first came into the communities.
And I think a gentleman that thought the great-grandfather of Kay and Greg Good was one of the beginners on that, founders of that.
Founders of it.
On the co-op. And it has definitely, that co-op has saved the rural areas as far as their electricity.
Absolutely.
Here we have F40, and that is going to be the Perryton High School Bass Club.
Bass team.
The Bass team. It's not Bass Club, it's the Bass team. I understand they go out fishing. Now that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, that's better than having to run athletics and work out all the time.
That's one of their fishing boats that they're on. Johnny Pup.
Johnny Pup.
Somebody called those motors from those old tractors hit and miss. They hit on one and miss on another, and it only fires. Can you hear that, radio audience? Pretty cool. There comes a M&M, Minneapolis Moline. I remember those from way back.
Here comes some more tractors.
That's an International Harvester coming up shortly. These are all antiques that guys have
and this guy is an expert. And he's telling everybody, get out of the street.
That Mike does a pretty good job of picking it up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And we got an orange band coming up about half a block away, Sharon.
All right. Well, they didn't go by orange, but as soon as we see that letter, we'll be going. Let's see, we see NIM, we haven't seen Clayton, we haven't seen Woodward, Guyman. So it could be one of those.
Guyman has orange.
Well, that might be Guyman. We'll check it out in a minute. The streets are lined. The kids are just going crazy over that candy.
You know, all the bands that we've seen have really been outstanding. Perryton High School, Liberal, of course, Turpin, Spearman, Ringwood.
And you know, they haven't been in school that long.
No.
Our Ranger band, who filled everything, number one, I was amazed, their lines and their music sounded. Of course, they've just gotten better and better every year. And you know what? They're out there in this heat, rain.
This is Guyman.
Guyman, so we got it. Guyman's next. They're going to play for us, I bet you. Just a minute. Here they go.
There were 10 members in each line, and I'm telling you folks, there was 120 in that if there was any.
And at least 10 tubas. Listen to that bass. I could be in a band, John.
You could. You could be a band all by yourself.
Here we have Margarita's Steakhouse, one of the most wonderful restaurants in town, where when you walk in, you become family. No way out. There she is, waving to all her friends.
They're throwing something big and orange. Footballs?
Well, if anybody goes into Margarita's, it would be the first time, because they come back all the time. She's a lovely woman inside and out, and loves this community.
They're throwing footballs.
Here we go. Oh, John, look at that. That's a beauty. That's V20, and that's going to be Foster Testing. Look at that boat. Okay, is that a race boat, John?
It looks like it
Oh
to me.
my Lord, there's pipes on the back. Of course it's a racing boat. Whoa, it looks like a, John, is that a torpedo in the back of it?
No, that's the motor.
Oh, that's the motor.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, and look here.
Actually, that's the prop on the back.
Prop, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
The motor had looked like 3 pair of carburetors on it. There goes United.
And our view crew is still in the picture. Those guys have been working since 3 o'clock this morning.
A record-setting crowd at the breakfast this morning.
At the breakfast.
Steak night. There's that's your crew.
There you go, right there. $12. United States, $12.99 Wednesday night.
No, I tell you, Monty. You know who cooks? Monty did get some help.
Okay.
He finally got some help, so he hadn't done having to. But when you had to cook 200, 300
steaks, you can't do it by yourself.
That's right.
And they're cooked to your specifications.
Oh,
here
absolutely.
We have a group here from
medium rare, no problem.
The Perryton Christian Academy, and look at those. Oh my goodness, we got too many little kids out there. Oh dear. There come the big people. They're watching them. They're watching them.
Got lots of people in that bunch, all wearing neon colored shirts.
Tell you what.
You're listening to the parade in Perryton, sponsored by Perryton National Bank. We certainly appreciate that. And here comes somebody trying to get the kids back.
We can't get the kids back. Well, I think these are junior high kids back. I think that's part of our problem. Look at this band, Laverne High School Marching Band.
See if we can catch some of this.
I think they're going to play in front of us. About how many members, there's some bands that are at least 100, and that many kids involved in this program in our school. And it's really something they can do the rest of their lives. Right there's B14 coming down the road here. And that would be Park Farms Antique Tractor Entry.
1980 Cub Cadet.
Now here we have
B15 was Harkey Farms with a 1966 Cub Cadet.
F18, I believe, are Hargus Trucking. Commercial entry of a tan semi and grain trailer. Look at that. Now that is a beautiful color on it.
Yeah, it is. Metallic silver.
Metallic silver. I think they called it something tan semi, but I love that.
Yeah.
Please get out of the way. Look at them. Oh, John, those little stinkers.
Got the see the axle that's not rolling?
Yes.
When they get a load on it, that helps to...
It'll carry that load.
Yep.
Look at all these balloons right behind them. And
F36.
All right, we've got that one lined up as the Perryton Dance Academy.
Yeah.
There they are. They're watching the kids, too, because we don't know when they're going to stop. But Hanky 10th year in dancing. And do you know how many young ladies have been able to go on to some national... Back up. She's trying to get them out.
The band is about a half block away. Can't see who it is yet, dressed in black. And what bands have we not seen yet, Sharon?
Well, I don't think that we've seen Booker, and I don't think we've seen Beaver. I think that may be...
Clayton, did we see Clayton?
I don't know. Clayton, New Mexico. We don't. Yellow Jackets. I don't remember that one. This one is going to be Beavers coming up right now.
Yep. And we haven't seen Booker yet either.
No.
So Beaver is about to play, I think.
15 yards from us. I bet they're going to have a good tune. They're in black shirts today. I bet they're a little bit warm. But again, amazing size of musical organizations from some of the smallest towns in the Texas Panhandle. There's got to be something in the water, and we're glad there is, because listen to this.
Of course, they were playing Boomer Sooners. I don't know whether that's their fight song. Beaver Dusters, of course, is the mascot. F42 is McDonald's. McDonald's.
Hey, they've got, well, it looks like McDonald's. They got the arches are right there on top of their float.
Yep.
Delighted to have them in our parade today. Monocles. McDonald's is everywhere.
They're everywhere, and they're even getting some candy up here with us.
Well, I think they're deciding that the group that's over there they're throwing over their heads now, so maybe they'll back up. Let's see, John.
And coming up next, no number, but they're all in Frank Phillips College.
They're getting kind of tired looking. They're walking the parade. Yeah. Great school, been here, and with just improvements going on constantly. Great students, having bigger enrollments every year, and furnishing many of their nursing programs from the Frank Phillips Borger Allen campus are just they're making some of the highest scores in the Texas Panhandle.
You bet. And there comes the float.
The Frank Phillips float.
Plainsman is the mascot name.
Yes, there they are. They got their shirts on.
Perryton, Borger, and Dalhart.
Now look at that shiny car. That's a good-looking car.
I think that's that silver or that cream.
That frosted cream.
Frosted cream that you like.
Which they say, what?
Yep.
I liked that 100 years ago.
You did?
And they wouldn't make it for me. So that they finally came through for me. F22 from our depiction is El Acorosis, a community entry of a black Dodge Ram pickup and trailer with an ice cream freezer, approximately 4 participants. And this is another wonderful eating place in our community. And that thing's shining, John, even if it is black. Oh, and look at all the cream cones on the back of the float. I'd say that's a pretty good deal.
I'd say so too.
I'm just getting to the point. Ice cream and yogurt and all that kind of stuff like that's my favorite.
And we've got a policeman that's going to be guarding.
Yeah, because I think they saw it was getting a little rowdy.
Yeah. The event staff taking care of things.
Trying to get things taken care of, and and
they've covered up their numbers. What does that say? I can't tell.
We've got we just got to make an adjustment.
Some ATVs going through.
The Chic Ride.
CHC.
The Chic Ride or something. Let's see. We can't find that one, but that's just a little bitty car. I could ride that one, John. Or is
that's a golf cart.
That's a golf cart. How cool is that?
Let's see if we can.
We've got the golfers on there. They've got one on the back, but we're
Community Worship Center. Community Worship
Center. Thank you. Well, every now and then we can get it. Now let's see.
Well, they had a T-shirt on.
Woodward High School Band coming up in just about 15 seconds. They're in white shirts today, but again, John, an incredibly large band. Here they go. can't beat that. But did you notice how the really sharp ones in any band, it's how their foot rolls and their bodies, you see it a lot of times in the college, but we're seeing it more and more as a standard for our high schools. Of course, we're making them grow up too soon, but that was a great band coming by. In fact, all of them did grand. Thank you, Lord, that I'm not having to judge those. But here we have an F-39.
Texas Farm Bureau.
Texas Farm Bureau, a not-profit pickup and trailer with a boat. And the PHS Bastion. I brought 10%, 10%, but anyway, that's what it is, F-39.
And immediately following, well, there goes the Lemon Law Firm pulling the wagon.
On the other side.
Little bitty wagon.
But they give out that great lemonade every year.
Did you see a number on that one?
No, I didn't, but here it is. It's V30.
Jim Star V30.
Oh, I think this may be some of our
demo derby cars.
V30 with Cody Scott Derby. A derby entry of a purple car and a gray car. So I'd say that's what it is.
Perryton Home Design, Jim Star, Revital U,
Angie's Creations,
W3.
W3LD or something. But anyway, somebody's already banged in the back of that. Well, I guess he's got more. He's got better coverage now.
Bumper looks good. But
and our 018 happens to be Green Country equipment, and we will probably have several of these coming through with wonderful people, citizens of our community, driving all of these wonderful things. And here those kids are back out.
Those are something more than ATVs. They've got a bed on the back to carry things with them.
That's okay. There it is.
The front end loaders.
They say it's time for a test drive. You know, you could use those in a lot of places. You've been dreaming about one your whole life.
Well, the one on the far side is the one I want. It has the front end loader and the backhoe on it. See that?
Yeah, I'll see it. So you got a double deal there. I saw the backhoe, John.
Just want to make sure you saw the backhoe.
Well, I did. I won't know it next year, but that's your job.
Here comes a 5125 with a large brush hog is what we used to call them. That's a brand name, but you know what I'm talking about when I talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's a round baler.
Whoa.
Being pulled by a 620R. 560 round baler.
You know, talking to some of our old timers and our pioneers, when they talked about a tractor, it was a Fordson. It had two blades and it had a width of 24 inches. Yeah. And they had like a section of land. Took them a while, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. There's a 7210.
Oh, but look at that cab.
Pulling a planter.
You know, is it true?
A large planter.
Is it true that you can...
I bet he's cool.
They are. And they can, with a computer, tell that tractor when to turn and when to turn.
Just like your GPS does in your telephone.
Well, if it works like my GPS, I wouldn't trust it too much. But you always say it's me.
It's the operator.
That's what I love. Well, anyway, now here we come with the band.
That looks like Booker to me. It is Booker.
Our Booker band. Here they go.
Section.
You bet. Hey, they got tubers too.
Okay, here comes B-22. B-21, I wish we could have gotten the Booker band to play something.
Well, they missed the boat. B-21. It's going to be the B's. I'm not the B's, John. B-21. Oh, that's auto sale. Oh, my goodness. Now they're running across the street. Well, that's the way it goes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, John.
It's a race for the other side.
And you just almost get told under.
Hey!
Here we go,
conflict type thing getting this handy. What do we got? B-22, that's the Carmex still.
Carmex Auto still, non-classic entry maroon Ford pickup. Have we seen it yet? I believe that when it went by. Here we come behind them.
There's a Raptor on the other side. Raptor.
Sunlow.
V25.
Sunlow. Sunlow Company. They're throwing candy too. And look at the Sunshine Girls. And there's Mr. Sunshine right there. I bet he's kind of hot. Hey, that's the beginning of a true actor. And oh, 24. And we got Panhandle Implement coming up. And the bright orange, a Kubota. A Kubota.
Those are Panhandle Implement.
And there's only having to watch out for the youngsters. 025 is a Panhandle Implement. I love to say Kubota. It just flows out of you. Bright orange coming through 26. In fact, we've got floats. They were kind enough to bring all their good stuff here, and they're going to roll through 21 through 028 in our commercial non-float entry of commercial farm equipment. Well, it's certainly a competitive farm competition because, John, what is this thing? It's huge.
It's a versatile tractor.
365?
One of the bigger ones.
One of the bigger ones. Woo! Can they get any bigger?
Yes, they can.
Now, 028 is coming up. Do you think it's any bigger?
No.
Why are bigger?
The 365 is bigger than the 310.
Okay, so here we come.
This one.
Well, I'm telling you, those are pretty big. We got family up there, it looks like to me. Driving through. We got to climb up that one. Red and orange and black. You can see that thing coming. B27 is going to be the Robinson and Land Derby. A derby entry of red. Well, yeah, there's red, but are those cars
red, white, and blue? Those are the
but John, are
demo
those going to make it? Trailmaster, there we go. V27 Demo Derby. We got the kids on top, but that one looks like it's seen a few days. But those are the ones that they got those great drivers.
Yes, ma'am.
You ever going to do that, John?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Well, okay, but you know they say they've got more entries. They're coming from all over the country. It's getting big enough. I know that Miss Wilmot, that Expressions, was served as a chairman, and they've got somebody that's sponsoring that, bring those cars in, has all the safety rules, and is growing year after year after year. They've been able to offer a lot of
America Chevrolet right there.
They are. Well, that's not one of their cars, but they're sponsoring it.
Yeah.
Frank's Full Service is on there. I hope that's not blood dripping down on that white car, but that's kind of what that red paint kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah.
V34.
Oh, look at this, V34.
Yeah, that's a good-looking non-classic Camaro Hot Wheels.
Camaro. Oh, John, wasn't that the car that I thought looked just like me? Well, no response. I guess that told me. And here's an orange one. What's that one, John? That's got to be the...
Oh, no, that was a Corvette.
Yeah, that's a red Corvette, and this is the
orange one.
GMC Blackhawk.
That's a Camaro. The orange one is.
Oh, and the V37 is, they say it's a V38.
That's a Lincoln.
A Lincoln?
2.0.
Woo! And what is that, John? That looks like a cart tractor.
Yeah, those are
the PTCI All-Terrain.
Those things are massive.
And we have them right here locally.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want a car, you go to Great America.
Stop at the flags.
Born Derby. Look here. Thank you.
Bentley Derby.
Bentley Derby and Born Derby. 39 and 40. There's the drivers. Be safe. A lot of great cars out there. Now those are colorful, painted up.
Yes, ma'am. Logan.
And they're probably getting nervous because it's going to be tonight. And the one coming up next, I can not see it, but they got flags. Well, I don't think this can be in the Derby. Can this be in the Derby?
Yeah. What Derby? No, Demo Derby? No, that's an ATV right there.
That's an ATV, but I mean, it looks like it could cross the world.
I believe it go across land pretty quick.
Oh, here comes the, oh, here's the Masonic Lodge. What, now John, those are
the cars, the go-kart type things.
But I don't know what number, what. What an amazing organization. Is that the cool, ooh. Oh my gosh.
Burning some oil too. Got a lot of smoke.
Whoa. Look at that.
Ash Gordon was at the tail end of that
I just
group.
found that's going to be your hobby during your retirement because you drive like that in the real cars.
They'll come back.
Here they come. Here they come. Nope, they're rolling around.
Okay. And that one is Shriners. And they got one on a couple of them on the trailer. I guess they couldn't get those started.
Or they go into the show and the others break down. We had a few smoking pretty big there. But the Shriners, of course, there's the Shriners. It took me a minute to find them. But look at that, John. A beautiful, beautiful yellow. That's got to be some kind of a Model T or something.
Let's see. If you can find it, they may tell you what it is.
Oh, look at that.
That's Cliff McGarry.
Cliff McGarry, his bunch. Look
There's
at that.
Alta in the back seat.
Oh, Alta's in the back. Alta.
Another vet there is about to get run over by the Frank Oil Company.
Frank Oil Company. Oh, look at their float. Now, they took half of their yard out. That took some time.
I'm going to turn that mic off because that's pretty loud. That's a good-looking truck, though. Another Frank Oil.
Frank Oil truck. They are shined up, red and white, and they're beautiful. And I'm glad that I bet they've been grateful. We've had some good news in our oil patch, a little activity coming up there. All of these companies get back in groove, and I think you can see that spirit and that relief. You know, they always take the bumps, that the oil business, oil and gas business, but and they took this one too that we just went through, and they're back. Now we have some Museum of the Plains with their Pioneer Days out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Now they start at 11 o'clock out there, but they've got their museum sign up and a wonderful, I'd love to ride on that one. Look at that, the horses, and that's a lot of people that volunteer out there and work on that museum and make it what it is for us today. Absolutely glorious. Museum of the Plains, Pioneer Day. It starts at 11. Of course, you get a great hamburgers and hot dogs, entertainment, stuff for the kids out there. And then, of course, the Expo Center will have the free barbecue for the old-timers in the air-conditioned room. And, of course, there's $2 a plate for everybody else. They get a free meal if you've got your black patch on as an old-timer. And then you've also got the Arts and Crafts Show out there. So we still got going. And this one, John, 020, beautifully decorated in the style in Mexican costumes. Beautiful float with beautiful ladies in those gorgeous ruffle skirts that just look magnificent. And
Paz Rastabout is what it says.
Yeah, they're going to go. Paz Rastabout. And we've seen them do some of the national dances. And John, this is when they ride the horses with the dresses spread over them. Did y'all ever do that down at the ranch? Did you ever ladies wear the dresses over the horses at the ranch? Yeah, you're giving that look. You're giving me a Hawkeye look.
No.
Well, I didn't know that I could do that.
I didn't have any dresses to wear.
No, but I had some, and I'm gonna do that before long. Oh, that looks wonderful. Oh, John, this is the most horses I've seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of them are with the costumes of the big sombreros. They've got the skirts on the beautiful skirts on the beautiful ladies.
Look at the size of those saddle horns.
Oh, man. I could hold on to those, John.
Yeah, you could.
They probably got a digital phone in there or something. Now, that dog's got it made. He says it's too hot out here, but I'm riding the truck. Here we have some demo notes. Anaya, 88 Bartlett's. They've got that one.
Station wagon that's going to enter the demo derby.
They ought to be pretty protected, right?
I would think. It looks pretty beefed up to me.
Now we're coming up with an 039 shortly. That's the Reynosa Tax Services. So here they're coming through right now. I think they're having some candy catchers coming out and kind of corralling a few groups, but there we are. There goes Barbarossa, and coming up behind them is another car that you're going to see at the Demo Derby tonight, starting at 6 o'clock. Gates open at 3. $10 for adults, and $5 up for 12 and up, $5 down, and that's Alex Welding, Perryton Auto. And you know, people sponsor those cars because they may look beat up on the outside, but on the inside, those people have gone over, they have safety rules they have to fix up. They've got the right kind of trucks, and that guy's got the best ride. He's in the truck. Lemon Law Firm still handing out all that lemonade, which is great.
You want a sip?
Okay, thank you.
We're looking at another Demo Derby car, black and orange, and we don't have any sponsors, any numbers or names on these. I want to remind you, though, that you're listening to the Wheatheart of the Nation Parade in downtown Perryton, brought to you by Perryton National Bank. We appreciate them. They've sponsored every year.
And they're our one community bank. I mean, they're here for
community owned.
Community owned and community staying. The roots are here, and they're staying here. So
Ellis Theater and Sean Carissa are sponsoring that Demo Derby car.
We've never had this many Demo Derby cars in the parade, so if you know there's this many local, they're going to be bringing in a bunch from out of town, so it ought to be great, and I don't think it's going to get that hot. They start opening gates at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and now no saving of seats and no coolers coming inside. This is a family event, but you've got a wonderful concession stand. FFA. I keep calling it FHA. FFA. I've only been here forever. FFA is a concession stand that will stand heads ahead many that have the concession stand now here. But the Pizza Hut's got a pizza head sticking out of that. And,
I think we're coming to the last here, aren't we?
Well, I think we're coming close.
Got a bunch of police cars with their lights on behind the Pizza Hut. Well, and I can't see past them, can you?
I think we have our people who are first responders coming in, so it looks like they're going to try to make sure people stay safe all the way out. And please remember, Pioneer Day is going on out at the museum. We've got the barbecue out at the Expo Center at $2 a plate by Nick Yara, a hometown guy, and who's serving.
That starts at 11:30, doesn't it?
About 11:30. So they've got plenty of time to get out there, and while you're out there, you can go to the Arts and Crafts Show, and then that afternoon or that evening we'll be at the Demolition Derby. And I'm telling you, don't forget Beauty and the Beast. It will be tonight at 7 o'clock. It will be an incredible program put on by the youth of our community, and you're going to be very, very surprised and delighted. So go and support them. This is the day that we tell everybody I'm proud to be in a wonderful community like this, and it's when we come to these celebration days, it's a good time we can all get out and say hello to everybody. Here's our first responders coming back, and we appreciate the help they always do for us. And sometimes I don't get thanked very much, but thank you from all of us to all of you. John, you got any more to say?
Well, nope, that's about it for me for this afternoon. And don't forget, as Sharon said, the barbecue meal is taking place starting at 11:30 and going till 2 o'clock. It's only $2 per plate. So, and of course, it's free to the old timers. So if you're an old timer and you don't feel like serving yourself, you can get somebody to serve you out at the Expo Center. And then, as Sharon said, the Demo Derby at 6, and the Museum of the Plain Pioneer Day going on right now. That's going to do it for the Wheatheart of the Nation Parade 2018. Perryton shines at 99. Hope you've enjoyed it.